Hey tree sprites! In terms of creating a new reality, a new world, and a new dimension for us to live in, it's not going to start off as this big, huge thing. It's going to start off as something very small. It's not going to be some flashy, extravagant, developed thing in its inception. New things always start off small. In fact, new things start off in the imagination as an idea, just a concept. If we think of realities, dimensions, and worlds as being living entities, we can easily think of them as starting off as a single cell egg, just like us. The biggest whales and the largest trees all were once a single cell organism. But we don't think, oh, this thing is only one cell. It will never become a human. It will never become a tree. It will never become an elephant. Because we already know that when things are new, they are small, they are fragile, they are vulnerable, and they have to grow and develop. And so we must understand that no matter how small our efforts may seem to be, everything that we do is adding on another cell to that organism, is cultivating, nurturing, and helping it to grow and develop. And this is also how manifestation works. It's a slow process, pulling something from the ethereal into the physical. And this is why it's so important for us to exercise our imagination and expand what we believe is possible in this reality. Because when you desire something to be real in the physical, you have to be intentional about it, and you have to have faith around it. You have to believe in it and also have patience and be willing to feed it. Creating a new reality is very much like incubating and hatching an egg. You have to trust in that fragile little life, and you have to be intentional about taking care of it. We have shifted into a new cosmic age, and we are now in the springtime of a brand new era of humanity. We can no longer allow fear to prevent us from evolving past these dead, oppressive, and toxic systems. And we especially can no longer afford to be afraid of death. In case you weren't aware, eventually we are all going to pass from our current physical selves. People leave the physical reality every day. All of the humans that have come before us have passed, but that did not stop them from bringing us into the reality that we exist in today. Fear is just stagnancy. Fear is just destruction. No more what ifs, y'all. And also, tragedy befalls us whether or not we're trying to change the world. In fact, the longer that we allow ourselves to remain in these anti-human, anti-earth ghost systems, the more destruction that will befall us. We are moving closer and closer to chaos, whether or not we choose to lay a foundation that will sustain itself after the dust settles. It's time to set our sights on the future. Let's start thinking of the future as our child, as our baby, one that will be a fully grown adult one day. So, what does the amazing vision of the future need today while it's young and small for it to grow into our dream reality? If we want a future of altruism, then we need to start working together today. If we want a future that's green and vibrant and lush, then we have to start paying attention and taking care of the natural world today. If we want a future free of oppression, then we have to start loving ourselves and each other and our communities today. We have the ability, we have the capacity to lay that foundation, to build the initial steps that it will take to manifest that dream dimension that we really want to live in. It's always our choice, and it's always up to us, tree sprites. Subscribe to Black Barn Owl, link in the bio, and I'll see you in Always.